as I was saying before I realized that there's no sound, this is my favorite series, MorePegasus. Shitting on Hasan. I love shitting on Hasan. I think everyone should shit on Hasan. I think all of his friends should tell him to fuck right off, because he does not tell his community to fuck right off, and he doesn't ban people who talk ill of his friends, okay? I can't wait till Valkyrie and Hasan break up and all of his community will attack Valkyrie, okay?
Aspen has responded
That'll be great.
about his experience with Hasan.
Not for Valkyrie, but to show how shitty his community is, to further prove the point.
Hasan's toxic community, Ultimate Gooning Lord Dan Clancy, is talking about testifying in front of Congress regarding Twitch radicalizing people into violence, and he says Twitch is not responsible at all.
Not at all.
More streamers are exposing Dan Clancy for—
Bro, house next door was on fire last night. Had like 8 fire trucks. Oh my god, bro. I'm happy that the building I live in did not have any fires yet. Like, we had fire alarms that the fire department came, but we didn't have any actual fire. This is like my biggest fear with living in an apartment building, is fires. Yeah, like some idiot burns the building down, like I mean, I'm not gonna have a good time. It's like I'm not even sure what I'll say first, the computer or maybe some change of clothes. I am not sure. I think the computer. I'll run out to the street in my underwear as long as my computer is safe. Had a fire, was fine. The documents. Fuck the documents. Computer! Computer first.
We're hanging out with 3 19-year-old e-girls, diabolical, and a bunch of more updates. Subscribe or you turn into Palpatine Pika.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. So Hasan apparently zapped his dog, and we had a ton of stuff go
down. The most thing I'm interested in, did Hasan reply or make a video reacting to Ludwig saying he's not his friend? Please, Pegasus, tell me that Hasan made a reaction video to Ludwig. Please. And Cutie. Oh, that would be so good.
Now, after all that, he said he wanted to quit streaming because of the backlash.
He should.
I hate streaming. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away.
Right, so now Hasan is calling out people.
Bro, this guy's a multi-millionaire. Just fucking go away then. Take like a half-year break. You can afford it. Just go fucking travel. Disconnect, man. Like, you made it. You're good. Holy fuck, man.
For being duped by Colorgate, basically still saying that everybody is lying and he didn't have a shop collar, and he also mentions his favorite politician, Zoran Mamdani, who recently actually disavowed him as well.
America deserved 9/11, dude. F it, I'm saying it.
I find the comments that Hasan made on 9/11 to be objectionable and reprehensible in this country.
Hasan calls out those who were—
Yeah, after he had you know, like a meet and greet with him, and like they had like this whole interview with like a fucking ad placement. I ran in, tried to put it out with a fire extinguisher. This extinguisher has a 2-second burst. Oh, that's fucked up. Like a 2-second delay until it goes out, until it starts fucking spraying. Did you spray yourself? Did you spray yourself?
Duped by Colorgate, etc.
It's not even a significant problem for someone like myself. It's just at most going to do reputational damage to me for like a fucking week, and then people that hate me are going to use this as an opportunity to be like, oh, everybody hates you, law, and then what? Okay, a week later, the Trump administration is going to continue doing its fucking fascism, and people are going to realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe we were wrong about this fucking dude. This has been my entire career.
No one ever been wrong about this dude, okay? Everybody has been right about this dude all along, and just been gaslit by his fucking community and him that they were wrong. But every fucking other week, he proves everyone right that he is a fucking piece of shit, okay?
People get whipped up in a frenzy.
I run in, spray the fire, like, yeah, in a comedy, it sprays for 2 seconds, fire goes out and comes back right away. I stood there for half a second with my dick in my... Hey, at least you tried. At least you tried.
Over nonsensical shit, whether it's because I bought a fucking house, or whether it's because I leased a
What was the source of the fire?
or whatever the fuck, or because they've imagined that I'm like a abusing my dog by, you know, because she fucking sleeps behind me for.
Dude, she doesn't. Richard Head, okay? Dickhead, okay? Major dickhead, okay? You have a dog, right? You had dogs all your lives. I had dogs most of my life as well, okay? Is it common for your dog, not this one dog, because your dog right now is crazy, okay? Is it common for a dog to just lay behind you for 8 hours straight and not get up for some water or anything like that? Midday, by the way, midday, okay? Just lay there the whole time on this bed, especially a big dog, right? And it's like not go to drink some water, nothing, okay? Just lay there. Is that a common thing? I can see dogs laying there forever, to be honest. Okay. I don't know. I never had a dog that would just lay behind me for 8 hours, get up, and then go back to sleep, to like lay down. Yeah, no, it's like, it's literally just there. There's a whole like compilation of this fucker, okay? 4 hours, like, it was like an 8-hour stream. 4 hours, the dog is just laying there, okay? It got up, it put its front paws down. He looked at the dog started like going back up to the bed, and then suddenly it yelps, like you can see him reach for something, right? The assumption is that he shocked the dog. He reached for something, looks at the dog, right? And then suddenly the dog yelps, kind of like a shock, and then goes back to lay down for another 4 hours. That fucking makes sense. Like the dog got up to do something, put his front paws down. I'm not against shock collars, however, it must be correct. Yeah, I'm not against. No one is. I don't think anyone's really against. Well, some people are, but like no one is complaining that he used a shock collar. Muslim, like he's Turkish Muslim. Okay, he's retarded. They hate animals. We all know. But the whole thing is that it's like it was an inappropriate use, and he does not admit that. At first, it wasn't a shock collar. Then it's a shock collar, but the prongs are taken off. Then it's the dog wasn't even wearing that collar that day, which by the way everyone saw that it was that collar that day, right? Like the story has been changing all along, and then there was like you can't even. Like his fanboys or fangirls are saying you can't even take the prongs off or whatever, and then everybody proved them wrong. It's some retarded shit. And honestly, again, if he just said it's like, oh, I misclicked the button, none of this would have happened. This is like 2 weeks and a bit that everybody's piling on this guy. It is fucking crazy, and I'm all here for it. If you're not doing anything wrong, why would you contradict yourself multiple times? Because he knows what he's doing is wrong. He has friends that are like really pro animal or whatever that are defending him, saying there's no way he shocks his dog, while everyone knows can see that he shocks his dog. Man, it's like it's not hard to see him as an animal abuser. It doesn't look like the dog likes him much. Dude, there's so many clips. Just keep watching this. There's so much that shows that he's an abuser. His previous dog, bro, he grabbed it by the tail, pulled it back, right? Just like grab and pull, okay? And said on camera, right? If you move, I'll kill you. Why get a special breed and the kill? Why does he get a special breed? This is one of the most expensive dogs in the world. This is a show dog, right? So it's literally there as a prop for his stream.
Extended periods of time. I can't believe dogs sleep in the same cot, you know? It's just people make up their minds and then they realize maybe they were duped. It is what it is. The reality of the matter is the reason why they fucking hate that Zoran and I linked up is not because of my 2019 comments about 9/11. It's because I've been a proud, loud Israel advocate for the past 10 years, and it's been especially important.
Of course, it's Israel, guys.
It's all about Israel. It's all about Israel, man.
Underneath my skin. This man.
If he was the equivalent of himself in the conservative space, he would have been heard by someone already. Oh yeah, he would have been. Yeah. There's no even doubt about it. Yeah.
Is running on
Probably legally though. Well, I mean, in 2025, probably physically too.
AI script. It's actually crazy. You know, I can probably predict this guy's statements with like a 70 to 80% accuracy. That should not be possible with any human being, but with Hasan, he always reverts to the same thing. Israel, Asmongold, Ethan Klein. It's gotta be like
if he was advocating for violence, proof that he's abusing his dog and whatever, but he had capitalistic views, and let's say he was Christian rather than socialist Muslim. Okay, yeah, he would probably get hurt. Yeah.
something in that orbit, destiny. Now he said something like people get mad at him for anything, right? Like buying a $3 million mansion, but
As
he
a
leaves
socialist.
out the context that he claims to be a socialist who lives on a basic necessity budget.
I live on a basic necessity budget for the most part anyway.
This is what he claims. Yet he still buys supercars, designer clothes, and all this expensive shit, but then he
He's a socialist with a Gucci bag. Gotta have his kicks, gotta have his swag. I'm sentence assassination? Yeah, probably.
buys
I
supercars,
want to see this.
designer
Bro. I'm sorry. Designer clothes looks like shit. Also, there's this whole thing right now. I wouldn't say right now, but like recently, that girls are coming out that they say, and again, this is like an old picture, right? That say that like when a guy has like painted nails, it used to be a sign that like these guys are like more progressive and are safer. But then they're like, oh, a lot of guys started using the painted nails as like a means to pretend that they're like safe and nice, but they're actually abusers. I mean,
clothes and all this expensive shit, but then he wants you to tax the rich, make the rich pay. And then we even had that interview where this guy confronted him.
it is actually like really fun to me that these people don't consider themselves the rich. It's like, you are part of the 1%, bro. You make millions a year, okay? You are part of the 1%. You might not be top 0.01%. You're not a multi-billionaire, sure, but you are the 1%. You are the rich. You will be the one to tax. Do you think they have like a bracket of like, oh, over 500K is this much, over 500 million is this much? Dude, there's no such bracket, okay? The brackets usually are like around 500,000. Why? Because after 500,000, you can live the most, like you are top 0.001% of the world, okay? Like maybe in the US you're 0.01 or whatever, but like in the world you're 0.0001%, okay? Well, I mean, sure. I'm just saying that's like nobody puts a bracket past 500 million, okay? Nobody puts a bracket past 200 million. They put a bracket around 500,000. Why? Because after 500,000 you can afford anything you want, okay? Realistically speaking, okay? It is. Yeah, it's a bag of scam. Bag of scum. Yeah.
Living up to his socialist ideals, right? Giving up his house and moving out of his mansion. And his response was, no, guys, please. We need to first take everybody else's money. First, we need the health.
We hate the rich. We hate the rich.
And then you can come for my mansions and my supercars, right? I'm a firm believer of socialism as long as it happens to everybody else first. Now, somehow he's still claiming that he doesn't mistreat his dog. Like, it sleeps behind me. I mean, I'd be sleeping
Sounds
too,
like the Soviet
'cause
elites.
if I'm awake, I would.
That's the thing, though. These pseudo-socialists don't even understand what socialism is. socialism is not equality. Socialism is a classist fucking government construction. Okay, you have the ruling class and you have everyone else. Where is PETA? They did not investigate it because he has the... Probably because they're both leftists, so they just don't even want to bother to investigate. They'd rather go for, like, I don't know, some other bullshit. Like, let's be real, PETA is kind of stupid. But yeah, like, I feel like so many people just, like, Americans, and again, this is all, like, middle class Americans that, you know, had it all nice all their life, you know, their parents paid their bills, you know, they got a scholarship, or, like, their parents, like, paid off their fucking university, and they're like, oh yeah, socialism would be great, man. It's like, are you retarded? It's like, are you retarded? It doesn't work, man. We got everything growing up. We didn't get everything. We got enough. How is it that we don't think this? No, because we got enough, bro. We both had to start work at 16, not at 22. Okay, we had to pay our bills. Like, no, we didn't get everything. It's like, we got a bike because all of our friends already had bikes. And we were like, we want a bike, I want a bike, right? Well, not at 10. I'm not saying like we were like fucking slave labor, but actually, no, I started working at 12. I was delivering newspapers at 12. Like, I'm not saying we didn't live in luxury compared to like fucking children in Africa, but it's not like we got everything, bro. We got a lot. Like, I'm not complaining about my life overall, right? You had like your, you know, once in a year, 2 years, we would go to like a lot, right? We would have like a little vacation, like, you know, school was fun. We had soccer balls. I had a basketball, hoop in my backyard, right? I had a pretty big backyard overall, right? I had a nice bike. Well, not nice, but it was a pretty good bike. I had top of the line computer back in the day. Like, I got Pentium 4 when Pentium 4 was just came out. We got everything we need and then some. How come we don't have thinking and mindset of Hasan? Well, one, have a brain. But again, because we weren't spoiled rotten. Like, that's literally the difference. It's like, we got everything we need, not everything we wanted. That I think that's the difference. He counts for money? Yeah, bro. His dad is a media conglomerate from Turkey. Like, he's the ultimate nepo baby. He's super rich from birth. He was born with a diamond spoon in his mouth. Because even people we know with money are not like that, because they probably had good parents that made them appreciate money and didn't give them whatever they wanted. I think it's just like how spoiled rotten you are. Like, if your parents keep telling you it's like you're better than everyone, like you are of a higher class than them because, you know, I worked hard, whatever, we have all this money and you're better than these peasants, guess what? The kid is gonna be fucking rotten. Thoughts, but that's off the record. Could be. I probably believe it now. I'm just, you know, I'm not saying everything completely, but yeah.
Nothing to do because I'm not even allowed to stretch my legs or take one.
By the way, this is Kick. This is uncensored. You can say the N word for all you care. All I care. Like, it doesn't. Like, I really don't care. So.
Off of my bed without being electrocuted by Palpatine Piker here. You literally shocked the living shit out of her, so much so that she's literally confused at your commands. And
oh, dude, this was hilarious.
Stay in place.
Look at this. This was so fucking good.
Piker here. You literally shocked the living shit out of her, so much so that she.
So in this case, right? So Hasan and Cutie and Valkyrie are all here. Right, and they just want the dog to go to sit with the other dogs. I don't like calling other people slaves. I mean, this is what it is. Someone tells you you're stupid. Right, so the dog, like, they want him to go here, right? And then Hasan stands, and the dog is confused because it doesn't know. Look. He just stands and he points to go here. The dog is like, oh, he stood, he's talking to me. I must go back to the bed.
Your commands, and
Look how scared this dog is.
he thinks that the only thing you want.
Yeah. It's like, no, come here. No, come here. No, come here. And it's like the dog just stays in place. It's fucking crazy. And it's like, oh, this is the most trained dog ever. This dog listens to every command. Yeah, the dog doesn't know. The dog knows that if he's... The only time he doesn't get shocked is on the bed. Like, if the dog is on the bed, there's no shock. There's no punishment. So I might as well stay on the bed because it's safe.
Absolutely evil, dude. People responded round 44 of Gasanabi, the gaslighter, gaslighting his viewers. But don't believe your eyes, the evidence, the testimonies, or nothing at all but me. Don't even believe Jellywig and his girlfriend. You don't even, like, you.
Yeah, the whole point of... Well, again, this is like... It's not even just dogs. It's for humans, too. Punishing someone for it, like, there's like negative encouragement, there's like positive encouragement, right? So it's like punishing is not as efficient as rewarding, right? If you just always punish your dog, the dog will be just like, okay, I'm just not gonna do anything except this one thing. I'm just gonna do this one thing because I know I don't get punished, right? And then the dog just can't do anything. Right, and then and positive reinforcement is like the dog knows that if it does this one thing, it will be rewarded. It's like, I want to do this thing, right? When he tells me to sit, I'm gonna be rewarded if I sit. You know, at the end of the day, I love the fuck out of my dog. I want to train her from a positive perspective. Negative punishment is earned. Like, there is room for negative punishment, sure. Like, specifically if she does something like attack someone, you know, like, and shit like that. Yeah, if the dog is like happy to do your commands because it knows it's gonna get rewarded, then like obviously that is better. But like he only does negative reinforcement, which is, let's be real, he doesn't give a shit about the dog.
Your most loyal lapdogs have turned on you, and still apparently you can't admit it. It's not her sleeping behind you that's a problem, it's the fact that when she gets up to stretch, you shock her back into place.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows that. He's purposely obfuscating so that his supporters get confused and they think that, oh, people are criticizing me because my dog is sleeping. Stupid dog, you made me look bad on stream. Cowardly Dog, the goated show. Caller Gate Day 16, by the way. And
God.
it's Hasan and Pirate Software melded together.
Funny enough, though, I watched a video today.
Day 16, by the way, and it's
I watched a video today talking about Pirate Software, right? And honestly, the only difference between them is that Pirate Software doesn't do politics. Don't get me wrong, him encouraging people to do games and stuff, that's cool. But their ego, their inability to take responsibility, their inability to say that they're wrong is the exact same. Like, they think they're like the shit. Pirate dudes end up being scummy, ended up being a phony, basically. He's just a phony. He pretends to be like this know-it-all whatever, and then people like just outed him as in like, bro, you worked at Blizzard, but like you did nothing. Your coworkers came out and said you were doing, you're a phony. His coworkers came out, said he did nothing. He's just a nepo baby. He couldn't be fired or punished because his dad was like a very high executive. Then it's like he's making this game hardbound, and like people were like reading the code, and the code is fucking dog shit. Right, then they went into like older videos of him solving like these very difficult puzzle games where he would just like, you know, couldn't solve it, then it's like, oh, I have to go to the washroom, comes back, and suddenly within 2 tries he solves it, or like during it looks clear that he's looking at his phone and shit like that. Yeah, and it's like, why are you pretending to be this genius, man? It's like, it's fine if you're not, bro. Right? And he was QA, and he's pretending to be like this. I don't know if he's pretending, but like he's saying that he's like this huge fucking cybersecurity expert, that the show Mr. Robot stole his fucking thing from Red Hat. what do you call it, convention that he presented there, and they stole it from him. That's why he hates the show Mr. Robot. It's like, bro, like, what the fuck, man? Just chill. And it's like, and all he keeps saying is like, I used to work at Blizzard, and it's like, okay, dude, like, just relax. Other than like his ego, I think he's not a bad guy, but like, oh my god, the ego, bro. And again, I get it. I had ego problems too, but it's like, you gotta fucking control. Everybody has ego problems to an extent, but you gotta fucking control that shit, man.
Hasan and Pirate Software melded together. They pretty much are acting the same. Moving on to Hasan's community, absolutely losing their minds at Ludwig. Now, basically last time, Ludwig called out Hasan.
Oh, that was so good. That was so satisfying.
Do I think Hasan shocks his dog? I have no fucking clue. I think he lied about having a shock collar. I think he 100% had a shock collar.
And I find it hilarious because Ludwig said, it's not brave to call out Hasan. It's the easiest thing to do. Well, that ain't
and now
getting infinite backlash from these psychopathic freaks who think he turned on Hasan. Hasan fans are not taking the Ludwig news well, and it's like this massive freaking lift.
Funniest thing is, dude, they're calling Ludwig and Cutie, which is his girlfriend, they're calling them Zionists. They are calling these two people because they came out and said something negative about Hasan. Now they're Zionists, bro. They're Zionists. Israel shocked the dog and blamed it on Hasan. You guys just don't understand, okay? Israel shocked the dog, and it looked like Hasan shocked him. They just timed it right. It is actually Israel's fault.
Right, let's go through some of these. Him screwing over his own girlfriend's career because QT's on the podcast. He apologized to Destiny being mad at him.
Oh,
Ludwig probably...
Hold up, was this AI mod hate? I'm Pakistani because an Indian scam called me. Hold up. AI mod. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Okay, so there are limits right now. I'll have to figure out the AI mod because I don't think I have a bot in the chat. So I think it might be literally from what's it called? From Kick.
Hasan because he spends more time with his girlfriend. Gutless Yakubian devil. Implies that Ludwig thinks he's his IRL friend, abuses his dog off stream, own girlfriend's a liar. Guy's friends with the dude who made AI corn prawn deepfakes of women.
Hate speech? Oh. There we go. I think I found it. Hate speech minimal. Violence unfiltered. Bullying unfiltered. Drugs unfiltered, weapons unfiltered. Let's go. Gibberish and spam. Block any text that tries to redirect. No, I'm not blocking. Block keyboard, spam, and phrases of words that are completely incomprehensible. Yeah, we'll block that. And text that tries to redirect me via links. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Try to send that same message again. I can speak my native tongue. Gibberish, yeah. Try to send the message that got deleted again.
Liked by a lot of people. Ludwig would kill a guy to avoid losing sponsors, saying I wouldn't even go to Hasan's funeral is crazy. And this is Haas Twitter, which is Hasan's Twitter community. This after Ludwig definitely says he owns a shock collar, would not call Hasan a friend, implied that socialism when you don't make money today.
It's not because in India. Yeah, okay, good. So it doesn't delete anymore. Let's go! I love Kick, man. Uncensored. Uncensored, bro.
For someone who's a degree in journalism,
Kick is the best.
Checking. I don't get Ludwig. He decides to dagger Hasan by saying it's 100% a shock collar and it's just a fact, and then immediately says, I don't know, after researching his TikTok For You page. Mother flipper, you know the dude. Your partner is at his house every week.
What mentality?
Again, Ludwig tried to take the middle road only to fall into a rotten take. He needs to grow some courage. Don't waste your time getting mad at Lud. He always loved throwing Hasan under the bus for the memes.
Oh, anytime disagreement and you're the other side. Again, this is ego, right? This is all ego. It's like, I can't be wrong. I can't be seen as wrong. I'm like, I have to always look right. I have to always be on the right side of everything. And like, yada, yada, yada. It is child. He's a child, bro. He's a Nepo baby from birth all the way throughout his career, okay? Even streaming was given to him by somebody else. Like, he didn't earn anything. Like, don't get me wrong, okay? Hasan speaks very well. He's very attractive and he's popular. But everything was given to him, okay? He was born with a diamond spoon in his mouth from his parents. Well, then he worked for his uncle at the Young Turks, so he gained some popularity there. He did a show like Andrew Tate, okay, which wasn't doing too hot, but still, okay. Then he got into streaming and like basically rode Destiny's fucking coattail until he got and what's her name and Pokimane, okay. They basically made his career. Now that being said, he did get popular in Zone, but they literally pushed him through, okay. The Wild Young Dude is crazy. Also, that name is wild. The Wild Young Turks. Yeah. That's his uncle. My favorite thing is there's a chart of like how much do you love dogs, and there's like Hasan Piker, it's like you really hate dogs, and then his uncle, you really love dogs. And the reason his uncle really loves dogs is because his uncle said that you should legalize bestiality. Bestiality should be legal. Giving pleasures to animals should be legal. That's his uncle. I love that chart, bro. Yeah, I know, bro. It's fucking hilarious. The internet is fucking crazy sometimes. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, man.
Part is no matter how many times he does it, he still gets called Hasan's dog. Ludwig making public allegations instead of just asking Hasan or QT is unbelievably gross. As a Hasanabe head and a Ludbutt, I can confidently say Ludwig is just that dumb. If he's dumb enough to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars to scams, I think he's dumb enough to think that's a shock collar. Sad. It's proven it's a shock collar. Oh my god, dude. Hasan Twitter community gotta be the dumbest people on the planet. Oh, it's so easy to call out Hasan. Look at this, bruh. You're getting cooked so much, and even your girlfriend is getting cooked so much so that she's having a breakdown and wants to quit.
Bro, I have to...
Ludwig is genuinely one of the most spineless people on Twitch, and I stay reminded why I never liked him. He always sits on the fence. It's exhaustingly pathetic. I hate this freaking guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts doing some right-wing grift, considering how hard his numbers have been dropping. What are you even talking about, dude? Ludwig's doing well. And why would he become a right-wing grifter? He specifically said he agrees.
Something smart Hasan said. Dude, that is a tall order. That is a really tall order.
With Hasan's politics as well. This is just Hasan's community, bro. They turn on you instantly. And the thing is, what he said was factual. He said it is a shock collar because it's proven to be a shock collar. He didn't even say Hasan shot the dog. It's absolutely crazy, bro. Moving on to Asmongold, talking about Hasan's community, and this is referencing the whole...
ChatGPT is kind of biased because it will just take sources from the internet, and Hasan has a lot of like what do you call them? Not reporters, but like I guess reporters. Friends that make a bunch of like fluff pieces on him, and they also pay for SEO to like bump it up. So ChatGPT will, yeah, he has good SEO because all of his fucking reporter friends, journalists, that's the word, journalist friends are writing fluff pieces about him to like up his image. So ChatGPT would capture that and would be like, oh, this is something good. Oh, this is something good. Meanwhile, it's full of lies.
Week situation and the endless harassment. Asmon says that Hasan's community is easily the most toxic he's dealt with and compares them to Destiny. I'll even give my experience with them as well.
Do you think that the most vicious, personal, and hostile forms of hate that I've had leveraged at me over all the years has absolutely been from Hasan's community? And it is not even remotely close. Like 100%, his community has been the most toxic and hostile. And again, if somebody else wants to give their opinion on this or whatever else, that's fine. But when you have Dr. K saying this...
Nothing, bro. Destiny's retarded. But Destiny is retarded on very specific things. Anything that has to do with conservatives, Destiny's completely retarded. Okay? But I love Destiny shitting on Hasan. And I love Destiny shitting on Islam. Which is kind of the same thing, but you know. Rather the Charlie Kirk thing, isn't he in trouble? Is he in trouble? I don't think so. He did the Charlie Kirk thing, no problem though. Because he doesn't even need security because the right is not violent.
You have, or at least indirectly, you have Ludwig saying this indirectly. I mean, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, how many points on a line or on a graph do you need to make a line? Yeah, that's it. It's the left overall. It is. It's left-wing people overall, and I think that his community is a conduit for that. And you're right that in some ways...
Oh, it's still ongoing investigation. There's still... the girl sued him, but it's still an ongoing investigation. He has pictures of her naked on his computer when she was 17, though. But to my understanding... he needs to keep it as evidence. That's what his lawyer said, I think. So.
association. And I think in some cases
that's what he claimed his lawyer said.
Fair to him because it is guilt by association. But I think that other left-wing communities, like for example, like Destiny's community, has been hostile to me. But they have been Destiny's community is a lot different, and I can't speak. I know Hasan and Destiny have like a lot more personal friction than like I and Destiny have really had over the years, I would say. So like there's not really that same level of animosity. But when Destiny's community attacks me, they attack things that I say. When Hasan's community attacks me, they attack who I am. They come after me, my lifestyle, my appearance, my parents, stuff like that. And that's Destiny's community. Now they attack your family. Yes, exactly. It's personal. Now, whenever you talk about like Destiny's community, I think that they're much more like, oh, but you said this and you said that. And maybe you think it's a bad faith interpretation, but it's generally based on something that's said, not personal, right?
Okay, to be fair, Destiny's community is pretty unhinged. All right, they defend him literally admitting
Yeah,
that, like,
they're both retarded,
and having illegal
but
material.
not as
Pretty much
bad.
anytime I mention Destiny, there's like a defender in the comments. There's only like one or two, and they're not as bad as Hasan, but you know, I thought it's worth a mention. Now, Hasan's community is still way worse, right? It is the worst thing I've ever encountered.
Yeah, Destiny's community, for the most part, from what I've seen, like some of them are retards, sure, but like a lot of them are like trying to defend Destiny instead of like Hasan's community usually deflects and attacks you for speaking ill of their fucking god.
On God's green earth, right? How has he recruited the literal biggest psychopaths in the entire universe? He's got like a magnet or something that like detects their
doesn't
DNA
ban
and
them.
brings them to his community. And speaking of someone who's covered freaking Mr. Beast, right? Literally the biggest YouTuber in the entire world with the biggest fan base in the entire world. And I was one of the biggest guys clowning on him at the time, right? And even him, who can literally basically command countries at this point, right? I didn't get a fraction of the hate that I get from simply covering Hasan, right?
Yeah.
So Hasan's community is literally thousands of times smaller, right? Infinitely smaller than Mr. Beast, but it still has more crazy people in it, and more people harass you over that. Just think about that. The amount of sociopathic freaks you have to have in your community to actually overcome that giant of a number difference, right? And the thing is, nobody will ever understand this unless you are one of the creators who covers Hasan, right? I mean, just ask Ethan, like what happened to him, right? What he thinks of Hasan's community, right? Buddy has been dealing with the absolute worst of it. I'm like number 15 in the list, right? First is like, we got Ethan, Asmongold, Tectone, all these people they go after first. Also, again, the Ludwig clip. It's not brave to call out Hasan. Play the clip.
Pretending to live in a universe where it is like brave to speak out against Islam. Truly, I think it's pathetic.
Hasan's community makes Destiny's community look civilized. That's saying a freaking lot. Now, turns out they were
Sound
harassing QT Cinderella as well because she decided to mention Asmongold while also saying that she completely disagrees with him. What you are dealing with is exactly what Ethan experienced the second he disagreed 1% with Hasan, and now it's happening to Ludwig and QT, and they're finally starting to see how insane Hasan has been all along. And they have gotten the protection, right? Because if you're on Hasan's side, his community doesn't go after you. So they're oblivious. They're oblivious to how absolutely insane these people are. And yeah, you're finding out firsthand. Moving on to Ethan talking about QT. QT tweeted this: being optimistic is equal to being a spineless fence-sitting bitch. Thanks for the heads up, everybody. And I don't know exactly what she's referring to here because she deleted a bunch of tweets, but it seems that it's probably the Asmongold situation where she was optimistic about his show with Aiden Ross, and she was basically saying that it could be like a good and unique thing, a separate thing from her show. And Hasan fans and potentially her own community went absolutely crazy on her because, you know, you can't be talking to the wrong side. You know, you can't be even mentioning their name, they're Voldemort. Ethan responds, I really think people should lay off QT. She's in an impossible position no matter what side you think she's taking. She seems like a very nice person that got unfortunately mixed up in a volatile situation. I honestly agree, like, people should be leaving her alone because she did nothing wrong in this particular situation. Like, she just mentioned
I've watched your content for years. I obviously don't think you're a racist Nazi, but I don't know why you give the light of day to those people. If you think your post is just a comment that's harmless, well, then why is Asmongold commenting thanks for the support? This is just privilege talking. So you're using his response against me, not what I said myself. You also seem to lack nuance and like to fight hate with hate. No need to unfollow. I'll block. Where is it? How about we just don't address people who have called for the death of all Palestinians, illegal immigrants, etc. They don't deserve credit. So what we don't do here is reach. If you... Why don't you have those categories in your show? No, that's fine, whatever. I mean, with all due respect, when it comes with all due respect, you know it's fucked right away. With all due respect, they're both terrible people to minorities, and that's why I'm a little shocked. Meanwhile, I love that they say this. Meanwhile, Asmongold keeps defending Indians for some reason, okay? Because Indians get like, well, like, kind of, I mean, this is what it is. But Indians get a lot of hate, and Asmongold always defends them. Always. He goes out of his way to defend them. Do you describe people? Yes, I'm expected to just shut up and take bullying from thousands of people. Dude, thousands of people are bullying her because she said the collar was a shock collar that had its prongs cut off. That's why she's getting bullied, bro. I really love you to death and hate that you're giving either of these two grifters credit. Bro, like, it's crazy, man. She got so much hate, bro. I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it.
Dasman goal. Like, come on, she didn't even support him or any of his views or anything like that, right? In fact, she did valuable work for us. She exposed Hasan for having a shot caller, right? Maybe not intentionally, but hey, she's our secret undercover agent, you know, working against Hasan. Hasan gonna call her the Mossad and Israel operative.
Yeah, she was hired by Israel.
This is just what you deal with when you deal with Hasan. I appreciate the side of Ethan. He knows when too much is too much. Meanwhile, the people who hate him want his total destruction or death. Weird. I was told it's his primary goal in life to send unprovoked misogynistic hate campaigns towards any woman who associates with Hasan. His fan base is literally majority women as well. Like, that's the stupidest argument ever.
No, there's no shock. Like, the electric prongs are taken out of it.
This is very interesting because I think a lot of Hasan fans perceive this as an attack. What I see is just someone who is put into this position by Hasan because he is perpetually lying, where she is just telling what happened, kind of in a sense to defend herself. Because like, why should she, someone who's honest and has a good reputation and, you know, is not trying to lie about animal abuse and this kinds of stuff, why should she have to lie, right, about what she knows? So this is someone who's just being honest. I don't believe she's trying to attack Hasan.
I think he lied about having a shot caller. I think he 100% had a shot caller based off what's on my For You page. Maybe I'm getting psyops. He's adamant that he hasn't shocked her. But that 100% is a
love this.
as a fact.
So just like the simple act of acknowledging observable reality is like a radical notion if you're in Hasan's orbit.
Yeah, you're
like,
an
this was
Israeli
somehow
agent.
Shocking to everybody.
You're
to see
Mossad.
Ludwig say, yeah, no, he's lying.
And I think when you come in and you say, oh no, you're gonna get a song call now, I think like you are, you are still pretending to live in a universe where it is like brave to speak out against Hasan.
I will say, respectfully disagree with him here, just by the fact that him and Cutie are now being dragged as Zionists in immediate response to describing observable reality. So again, like he makes the statement, I guess, to defend himself, be like, I'm not afraid to criticize Hasan. And also, you're insane, he says, if you think people care that I criticize Hasan, which was immediately proven to be not correct. And that, unfortunately, I have the feeling that they're both getting kind of a front row seat to what Hasan's audience puts people through when they cross him. And it should be quite obvious to people now who are paying attention that it was never about Israel, right? It was about criticizing Hasan. Yeah. That's the only reason you would call Ludwig or Cutie Cinderella a Zionist. This is mad.
Oh my god, are they really calling him and her like a Zionist now? Brother, it's gotta be Israel, right? Bro, the level of brain rot.
They're Nazi. Soon enough, they'll be Nazi Zionists.
A new meme with Ludwig, dude. It's not brave to call that a bro. Like, it's such a dumb thing to say. Moving on to a Hasan fan raging at Ludwig in the attempt to show that Hasan is a good friend and completely backfires. Going back, it seems like Hasan tried hard to be his friend, but Ludwig is just an a-hole. As someone who was backstabbed by one of his best friends for years, I feel bad for Hasan. Shit's fuck. F Ludwig.
When Lud got hit by me in my car when he was on his Vespa, I texted him, hey, I hope you're doing all right, King. No response. Does this dude hate me? What the fuck? You too. You both. I always will hit you guys up to be like, I hope you guys are doing well. Dead. Nothing. I am a good friend who is constantly, I'm defending the allegations of autism and Hasan is not around. I literally am trying my fucking very best. I'm not a
very good friend.
You are cold, bitch. That's what you are. Okay? I text you anytime you're like in a bad mood. I'll be like, oh, is everything good? No response.
Right. So over all the years, right, that was this person's example of Hasan being a good friend. So let me get this straight.
I text people. I'm a good friend.
With his car, and he's supposed to be the good friend for asking him if he's okay. Brother, you're the one who hit him. Obviously, you're going to ask if he's okay. That's the least thing you could do. You didn't hospitalize him. You absolute ignoramus. Like, this is.
Bro, I had like my car was hit 3 weeks ago at this point. I think it's been 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. Fuck, it's been, I think it's 4 weeks. My car was hit. I wasn't even there. Someone destroyed my side. Hope you guys are doing well in the equivalent of text from your ex. Yeah, seriously. So my car was hit. A CIA truck just drove past, just fucking destroyed my side, the side of my car. And there was like a few people like helping and whatever. And like this one girl, dude, she called the cops. She went to the restaurants. She and her friend went to the restaurants trying to look for me, whatever. Eventually, like, I show up, and then she's like, oh my god, is this your car? Yada yada yada. Dude, even she has nothing to do with this. She was just being a very good Samaritan. Even she texted me a week after to see how I was doing and if everything's okay, if there's anything else she can do, whatever. We are not friends. I haven't talked to her since, okay? I told her, like, thank you, whatever, yada yada. And that was pretty much it, okay? Was she hot? 6, 7-ish, yeah. I think she was a solid 6, maybe a 7. It was nighttime, so it's kind of hard to tell. She nighttime, makeup, very nice dress, good ass, but take the hint, bro. She has a boyfriend. Anyways, the whole point is that's like she has a savior complex. She did have a savior complex, but yeah, she was seeing this one guy. It doesn't matter. I talked to her, okay? I talked to her. I asked her out. She said no. I'm like, okay, cool, right? But either way, this random person went so far out of her way instead of just like texting, right? So, it's like, that doesn't mean we're friends.
Artist Hasan fan right here, dude. This Blazor posted this as an example of Hasan being a good person by hitting his friend with a literal carbo. Cinema, just cinema. And by the way, Ludwig probably didn't respond because you freaking hit him, bro. Like, I would be pretty pissed as well. If you got backstabbed for doing something as bad as shocking your dog and deplatforming anyone who dares to speak against you, you deserved it. You got backstabbed by him not even knowing anything by believing dumbasses like you who make 10-second clips saying things happen in it that aren't happening. Brother, the evidence is there. Have you seen the overlay? Have you seen the model? What model of shock collar did he use then? Like, if you're gonna talk like
bro, the owner, the CEO, SpongeBob meme kills you every time. The CEO of the company or something like that, or vice CEO, whatever, made a statement that the collar that he used is their collar, and that is definitely a shock collar. The CEO of the company came out and stated that collar, it went so far that a CEO of a company of a like it has nothing to do with him of a shock collar came out with a public statement that yes, that is indeed the shock collar. The best part are the reviews on the shock collar on Amazon, and there's a picture of Hasan shocking his dog. It's like it's approved.
You need to back it up with facts and evidence. But that's apparently fucking like gives Hasan fans a rash, like a terminal rash. They gotta be rushed into the emergency room. Anything but facts and logic. Oh no. This is so embarrassingly parasocial, dog. I feel bad he said the truth about the shock collar. I mean, it's so insane, and I'm so glad that Ludwig and QT are actually seeing how Hasan's community operates in real time. This is what we've been saying all along, and slowly, one by one, we are converting people. Slowly, through sheer evidence of Hasan's wrongdoings, we are slowly converting everyone onto the right side of history and making them see the truth that was in front of their faces this entire time. Subscribe, guys. The Legendary series is actually making the greatest impact ever. Now, also, last time I said that I would officially change by royal decree the Jellywig nickname to something like Bonewig or Ludwig again if he turned on Hasan and made a mogul mail video destroying him. But he did not actually do that. This was like the most room temper.
Check this out. How some bored people on some forum come together and send proof of animal abuse to the local police. Police won't do anything about this without public pressure. Yeah, they probably won't, and there won't be public pressure because he's in California and they love him in California. Yeah, I know. It's really good. Look at this. This is like on Amazon. This is the shock collar, right? And shock collar to dog. Hasan approved. I saw this in action Hasan stream, and wow, was it effective? Can't believe his dog tried to move. Oh man, there's more actually. Where's the Forbes? Look at all the pictures. Was it the Forbes one? I think it was. No, not the Forbes. Hold up, I saw it. Oh, should have been this. Where is it? There's like a Raiden picture. Oh, here we go. Dog stands up. Hasan Piker, Palpatine. I'm losing my mind, bro. Like, fucking Raiden. Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good, bro. It's so good. It's like literally. This is the funniest thing. Hasan is. Like, if you take the analogy of Al Capone, I think it was Al Capone, right? Who, dealt drugs, mafia boss, whatever, and he was arrested for tax evasion. Hasan has, like, supported terrorists, all that shit, right? Wished death of politicians, and he's getting fucked over the allegations of dog abuse.
Super late, safe,
so
opinion,
crazy.
And I don't think it warrants a nickname change. I feel like you don't get to pass that easy after supporting Hasan all this time, right? And also, I just love saying Jellywig. Okay, it's my favorite word, so I'm keeping it. Or actually, second favorite word. My first favorite word is obviously diabolical. Okay, that's always my favorite. Moving on to the rank #1 gooner, Dan the Dynamic Diddler Clancy. Now, remember how Dan Clancy was supposed to testify
about the allegations of him being a clown?
October 8th for Twitch radicalizing people into political violence. And this was after the Charlie Kirk assassination, and people were looking into what sort of rhetoric actually caused that assassination. And the conversation conversation shifted to people like Hasan who were advocating to murder their political opponents. Well, that whole meeting was actually postponed, and Dan has responded now. Dan Clancy says he's not too worried about a potential congressional hearing, and that Twitch doesn't have a radicalization problem. And of course, it's the wonderful interviewer, Kayla Lorenz.
Why do you think that you guys got dragged into that when it was like sort of following the Charlie Kirk shooting? There didn't seem to be any connection.
There's no connection. I think it's purely what I'll call is company association. They need some number of N people. If you did a cluster of companies that, you know, end up having users that overlap.
I need to find out who is above Dan Clancy, the person who employed Dan Clancy. I want to contact them on LinkedIn and be like, yo, hire me, I'll fix your platform. Hire me, I'll be the new CEO. Get rid of Dan Clancy, I'll fix it. I also have ideas for your platform. We do not need for Twitch to go to the dumpster, okay? I have ideas. Hire me, fire this idiot, okay? Pull what's his name? The Nvidia CEO. Jensen Huang, okay? Jensen Huang, career path. Fuck, where was the image was so fucking funny. It's like his LinkedIn was like he was a cleaner at Nvidia and then he became CEO of Nvidia. Got this LinkedIn. What's the problem with Twitch? Their moderation team is in Egypt. That's their main problem. They moderate based on like, are you Arab or not? Do you believe everything that Arabs believe? Then you're fine. And if you say anything out of line from the other point of view, then you get banned for 30 days. If you attack somebody who is on my side, you get 30 days banned. And if someone on my side wishes death upon you and PTSD for you, your family, your country's soldiers, then they don't even get a ban.
Reddit and Discord and Steam, and you say, tell me the fourth company, and you can't mention one of the big ones because you have that balance. You can't mention X or Facebook or YouTube. Then it's like, well, what's the fourth? So it's proximity. I don't think, to me, I'm not that worried about it because I think, you know, he had no experience. We do not have this problem of radicalization.
This guy's just a horny dude, by the way. He's CEO. He's CEO just so he can hook up with like 19, 20-year-old streamers. He has an opinion on that, but a push up would be considered challenge. No, dude, like no, he's a Hasan fan, bro. He's a Hasan fan. Like straight up, he literally says it. He literally says.
It is, if you really view this from a honest and sincere
I'm not mad at him. I think it's inappropriate that you're their CEO and you also hit on them.
So I feel really good that we have.
Don't get high on your own supply.
They'll realize, oh, Twitch doesn't really fit with these other ones.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're talking about a group of lawmakers that probably don't know how to turn their computers on, so I don't know how familiar they are with Twitch. I mean, it seems like...
Okay, first off, Kayla Lorenz calling anybody old is hilarious. Oh, these boomers don't know how to turn their computers on. Have you seen yourself? Oh my god, you're thirsting after a guy a decade younger than you. It is diabolical, okay? You need to stop. You need to get a grip. We can see you dripping.
It's not that bad.
Second off, interesting how Dan says there's no connection between Twitch and political violence, okay? Even though there's open terrorist support on his platform, open anti-Semitism. Keep in mind, Mike from PA was banned for 1 week for literally, you know, saying that thing about Jews, which got my video flagged that I can't even say. That's how bad it is. Also, I must point out again, Charlie Kirk was literally Hasan Piker's debate opponent. It happened 2 weeks before the debate, okay? Hasan has openly talked about unaliving his political enemies, the classic K. Rick Scott.
You would kill Rick Scott.
And his community spams literal hearts for a shooter and a terrorist who kills innocent people. And this guy is absolutely radicalizing people into political violence. It's not even a question. It's just a matter of Twitch not enforcing their own rules. People respond is effing crazy that DJ Dan Clancy said, well, we give Amy Root tools like moderation and blocking to prevent something like what happened to her. Don't worry, guys. If a stalker has never typed in chat, Dan Clancy thinks nothing can be done to prevent SA. His response to that was the most disgusting thing ever. He was just like, she should have banned him from chat, as if that would do anything.
Yeah,
He's so stupid. We don't have a radicalization problem. I believe I'm going to have to disagree with you. We don't have a radicalization problem. Q Hasan saying he stands 10 toes down in support of a terrorist organization. Which one? Which one? We got multiple here. I would love to see Dan Clancy watch a couple Hasan clips where he calls innocent people pedophiles, rapists, and other derogatory terms, and explain to everyone why it's not against Twitch policy, but calling someone fat is. Dude, having logic with Twitch moderation is gotta be the thing that drives you completely insane. Like, this shit has been pissing us off for so long, and I'm like so sick of this guy, dude. Moving on to more streamers exposing Dan Clancy for apparently going after 19-year-old girls. KU Video Game talks about his Dan Clancy TwitchCon experience, immediately stops by 3 19-year-old e-girls. Keep in mind, last time streamer Skara also talked about how Dan was hanging with these young girls. Now, he did did say it was a rumor, but this guy is basically confirming that rumor.
I saw Dan Clancy, and he thought about going on stage. And there's the one time I talked to Dan Clancy was at this party, and he was going to go on stage while Will was DJing. He kind of peeked, and I said, I think you're allowed to go up there, Mr. Clancy. Of all the people, I think
it's your party.
On stage.
It's your party.
He's like, oh, I want to say hi to my friends first. And he keeps walking, and he immediately stops by 3 19-year-old e-girls. And all the memes you see about that, let me tell you, I saw Dan probably 20 times. All right, and let me tell you, Dan, I mean, it's not a secret. The man, it's out there. All right, I'm not putting Dan on blast.
Now, from my understanding, he's also married. I don't know if he has a kid, but he is married.
Already knows. I'm just confirming what everybody already knows. Dan Clancy, he's natural friend makers. A natural friend maker with e-girls. Yeah, that was that's what happened. All right, I'm just saying that's what happened.
Like a moth to a flame.
I'm streaming to Dan's world.
Like a moth to a flame.
We're all part of Dan's world. I'm just trying to, I don't want anybody to syndicate Dan, and then suddenly Clancy, I got the eyes of Clancy on me. He seems like a really good guy. He just seems to really be into e-girls, which is interesting, very interesting. Dan, don't ban me. I just said it's interesting.
Oh, it is very interesting. So you're telling me Dan Clancy, whose phone we know is filled with e-girls that he is obviously gooning to, is actually meeting them in real life. Interesting information. So let's just go over what this guy said, right? Apparently Dan was hanging out with 3, not 1, not 2, not 0, not his wife, but 3 19-year-old e-girls, not 20, 19-year-old. That is absolutely diabolical. Okay, that is dastardly.
This is all about Dan Clancy right now.
With a wife and kids. Now, I'm not gonna claim anything else, obviously, because I don't know. There's no evidence that anything is actually going on, but it's just weird behavior.
We're going back to Hasan.
Why are you doing this? Why are you hanging out with all these young girls when you're triple their age? It's just horrible.
Okay, we're going back to Hasan.
You are not a random old man. You are the CEO of Twitch, all right? A CEO of Twitch. On Twitch's platform, there's horrible optics for Twitch.
I don't care about the Dan Clancy stuff.
Totally normal, guys. Totally normal. Nothing to see here, obviously. This is so incredibly icky and gross. Friend maker, the girls allow it because they expect...
Stop. He already debunked it, you guys. He has more...
Might get new extra ads or something like that. Like, you're never
back to Hasan.
Just entertaining it.
I don't care about
they're
Dan
the
Clancy
CEO,
stuff.
dude. Moving on to Ethan calling out
creepy
the
old guy.
Hasan defense squad. Straight nonsense. Quit hounding Hasan Piker over his dog collar. Valuable journalism here, fellas.
I mean, I don't even need to read the article. It's just, they're like, stop. He already debunked it, you guys. He has more important stuff to talk about. Okay, great. Yeah, let's keep sweeping for Hasan. No matter how much he... Does it not concern you that he just lies?
Everybody loves him, bro. That's what I'm realizing. It seems like people just will look the other way. I don't see what the power is.
And they're just posting Hasan fan accounts. Here you go, freaks, of him being like... By the way, now as you watch this clip, and this is cited in this article as evidence that he didn't do it, recall now that a few days later he says the dog wasn't actually even wearing the collar. So take this in.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one.
This is the day after. So people saw the thing, gave him shit. The day after, he took off this collar. Okay, because people were giving him shit for that day before, where he shocked his dog. And then later he comes out to say that this collar that he's showing right now is not the collar that the dog was wearing the day of the shocking. So why are you even showing this collar in this video if that is not the collar that people were talking about? The gaslighting, dude, honestly, master of gaslighting.
This is the one that they saw.
This is the one they saw.
Just say it with confidence. Everything goes.
And it really wasn't even tight because her hair is so freaking thick. But it bothered him.
Look at Taylor. She's like, yes. Yes, girl.
It's hard.
Yes.
It's hard to watch with her like nodding vigorously.
She's loving this.
Her collar was too tight. And so we had a follow-up conversation about it. So when I saw the whole thing about her...
Are you there? Is anybody there?
Stop. I can't. I've been looking at this the whole time.
Then
after that, we went and filmed a podcast, and she sat under the table of the podcast. It's not like he...
Taylor Lorenz is definitely playing like a Hasan love scene in her head, right? Fantasizing that one day Hasan will call me over, the sun will be shining, the birds will be chirping, and he'll finally confess that he's been in love all along. All of her 25 years of nonstop sleeping and glazing will finally pay off. Get a grip, lady. You're dripping all over the screen. It's disgusting. Ew. Then he responds to Hasan calling him out.
I actually didn't spend the last 2 years defending genocide. Everyone was lying about it. Who gives a fuck what that lunatic has to say?
Do you think he actually thought that was that funny?
What kind of laugh is that?
I mean, you know, is he really that amused? Okay, great. Listen. Obviously, disagree with everything you're saying, and obviously, you are the main spreader of this malicious lie that has caused untold trauma to me and my family. But nonetheless, that has nothing to do with the fact that you electrocuted your dog. So if you could address that, that'd be great.
I make a good apology video. Just be honest. Don't try and think that you can trick the internet because you can't. People are smarter than you think, and they'll see through all this bullshit.
This is such an old video.
Looking back, of course.
I remember this.
It might be a good lesson for everyone out
there. Pretty sure he was talking about Pokemon in that video.
He's a liar. He's always been a liar. He lies about political opponents because he thinks that it's morally justified to lie and slander people if they are political opponents, because it helps his cause. In his mind, that's what.
Well, isn't that the whole thing with Islam, where it's like you can lie in order to further your own gains?
he thinks. And this is obviously not something I subscribe to. I think it's evil. I think it's disgusting. I think this is why people believe that I've supported genocide and the fallout from it.
Bro, PewDiePie is the absolute GOAT. You know, he literally had it right all those years ago that you should just be upfront and honest, and the internet is actually smart enough to figure out all of the bullshit, right? Exactly like what happened with Hasan Shot.
Get smarter and smarter.
It didn't work. And I know he's in retirement and enjoying his life with his family and stuff, but imagine the cinema if he came back just to shit on Hasan, bro. That would be the greatest thing in the...
Oh, PewDiePie? I rarely use this word. Krasavchik. Good on him, man. Yeah, he's alive. He moved to Japan, bro. He has a kid. He has 2 pugs, man. He's living his life, man. He's keeping a low profile. Just enjoying his life. Sometimes he would release a video, whatever. But, like, yeah, he's just chilling. Yeah, man. Why not, bro? Like, yeah. Doesn't need it anymore. Living the dream, bro. Krasavchik.
Our universe. Honestly, never gonna happen, but you know, a man can dream just like Taylor Lorenz, obviously. But till then, he just gotta deal with me, alright? Maybe one day. Moving on to NYC mayoral candidate Curtis Sliwa, and he's like cooking Hasan.
There it is. You see Hasan get cooked on Twitter by the New York City dude? I did. I saw it. The New York debate happened yesterday. And Hasan was tweeting, Curtis Sliwa, we must send...
Bro, I honestly, I so hope that the New York polls are just fucking retarded. Like, that the New York polls are just way off and they're like biased specifically to like make Curtis like give up or something like that. I wish this guy stays, man. I wish this guy stays. Dude, he's so based.
Minors to prison.
Context. It's personal for me. My oldest son, Anthony, was the victim of a vicious gang assault.
Bro, everyone is constantly beating this guy and his family.
I almost lost my oldest son to gang violence, and the perpetrators went to family court and got a little pat on the wrist and was sent home to do it again and again. We need to start charging juveniles who commit violent crime in criminal court, and criminal court judges who follow the law and don't just release them because of no cash bail. Clear difference between you and that.
Curtis Sliwa, we must send minors to perma jail. That's crazy.
I didn't know this guy.
Let's send minors to perma jail. That's crazy. No, it's actually not fucking crazy. In a normal society, in like a civilized society, you wouldn't need that. But when you have minors joining gangs and gangbanging people, treat them like the fuckers that they are. Okay? Yeah. If like certain crimes, in my opinion, listen, bro, you can like what if you're 12 years old and you're a mass murderer, oh, don't treat him like don't judge him as an adult. Bro, I don't give a fuck. He killed multiple people just because he's under a certain age.
I had no idea who this guy was, but then I saw that he said if they commit violent crimes in a furtherance of street gangs, yes. And then he even goes farther and he says, and people who abuse their animals too, by the way. Oh my god, I was not familiar with him at all. This dude's wild. Who is this guy?
I honestly think he just got many points. The problem is he's in New York, so I don't think he got many points in New York because of this, but he just got a lot of points as a Republican.
It's an almost 10x ratio. It's over.
Did somebody say
wait, 10x ratio?
Oh, this dude's wild. Who is this guy?
That's an
42k to 4.7k. Yeah, 3,000 retweets. Yeah, that is a ratio. Oh man, look at that. Holy shit. That is a ratio.
It's over.
Did somebody say it's over? Okay, I need to stop doing that. All right, it's just something that activates inside me. But yeah, Hasan getting called out for mistreating his dog is a massive W. I have no idea who this guy is, by the way. Whatever policies he supports or whatever, no idea. But anyways, more attention and more problems for Hasan. As long as like more mainstream people start calling him out, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Brings him one step closer to the cockroach cell with soy cut destiny.
I love that picture.
Hasan's animal abuse is the most mainstream thing about him, and that's amazing. Shock, my dog, I can't stop. So somebody made like a music video about it.
Oh man, this music video is the best.
Sure, but yeah, the memes are amazing. I support it. Now click this video to have the most epic day ever. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Man, this video, dude, this video. Oh my god.
The top 100. Top 100. Nah, there's
no. Let's go. No way, he made comments with the Gucci bag too. Holy shit. Here we go. Wait. Alright, this is the last thing. And then the game.
Gucci marks generated this shit.
Shot my dog, I can't stop. Yeah. Shot my dog until she drops. 2,000 volts straight in her top. Cause my dog can't stay in her spot, yeah. Got this remote on me like in my glove. If Kaya try to move, she out of love. She better know I don't give a fuck. She's getting off her place, she's getting struck. Gotta stay in that little place for 8 hours. She getting up, I can't allow her. She my Palestine, I got the power. I'm in my electric ivory tower. Why she act like such a baby? When I shock her, she go crazy. Making me look bad on the stream.
It's so good, bro. I love this video.
I don't know why that stupid dog up. She should know better not to call for help. Cause you already know when my stream is. I do some shit that would get me banned. Don't you know how much money I spent? That dog costs more than your
mama rent.
I got the most expensive breed.
This is the best video ever.
One I need. That stupid dog is so spoiled. Yeah, one more time she getting boiled. Moving with my dog to China. I'll lead her up goodbye to Kaya.
I don't know I don't understand the censored part there at the end, but man, this is the best song ever. Alright, cool. That's enough of that.